Welcome back, 602 Roast Show. This is Joey's season of The Bachelor. It's going to be picks for episode 3. So far, so good this season. Smooth sailing, sitting right around 100th place in the big league. Chasing, of course, in the 602 Roast Show League. That's where the big sharks are. But I had a good week last week, and hopefully we can string another one along here. If you're new, really, you don't have to win every single week. You just have to score top 25% every week to have a shot at the season-long competition, be there at the end of it. Because as you get toward the end of the year, fewer and fewer girls, it's harder to differentiate your lineup. So really, the first 4 or 5 weeks is really where you can make a big difference, and having one of those top lineups could be the difference between winning your league and not. So, episode 3, the drama's going to start to come out here. And because of that, we're going to try to capitalize on those drama points. But first, I'm starting my lineup with Jen. Jen gets the one-on-one date. You always want those. You always want that time. Give me Jen. Lock it in. It helps that she's 16 roses. Locking in Jen at the top really gives you a whole bunch of opportunity going down from there. So now I'm going to bring in the pricing. And locking in Jen at 16, and the reason I did that first, and it was a little out of order, but the reason I did that first is because now you can see the pricing and how top-heavy some of the girls we've seen are. Now, Maria and Jess and Rachel and Edwina at 26. Only one of those is probably going to put up monster points again. We'll get to that shortly. You got this middle chunk, Daisy, Evelyn, Lexi, Autumn, Kelsey, Leah, kind of that chunk. And then a whole bunch of opportunity plays down lower. 16, you got Caitlin, Medina, Jen, who we know we're locking in. Allison, Krissa, Kelsey T, interesting one there. Star, and Sydney. So what we need to do next is grab these drama points. Slot me Maria and slot me Sydney. And Sydney's another cheap one. So what you could do now, you have the one-on-one date, you have the drama, you could stack the top and fit in Jess and Rachel and probably be in a pretty good spot to offset other people in your league who might be taking them as well. I am going to pivot in a different direction. We have both group date rose winners. So give me Kelsey and Kelsey A and give me Caitlin, who win their group date roses. Generally speaking, it's going to give you more time. It's that guaranteed rose. Now, we know who goes home and who doesn't, so the guaranteed rose aspect kind of falls off, but almost always winning your group date rose means that you got some meaningful time. So my lineup will be Jen, Maria, Sydney, Kelsey A, Caitlin. Now, Kelsey T and Evelyn are the ones who win the early group date. That is worth points. If you wanted to pivot somewhere, it would be for Kelsey T. Evelyn's going to go home. So that would not be the pivot for me. But if you wanted to go Kelsey T, knowing that she gets a rose and moves on, and that she does win the date, she does not win the group date rose, but they win the competition, you could swap her out for either Caitlin or Kelsey A. Kelsey A is going to start to get some more screen time here. So the pivot for me would be Caitlin. But I would rather have the group date rose winners in my lineup. One other thing you could do is drop both of those girls and just kind of play. Daisy's going to be super chalky. Now, Daisy's not going to have a whole lot of screen time because she just had a one-on-one date, but people in your league might have Daisy. It might be an opportunity to offset if you think the points are negligible. It would be a spot where if Daisy lucks into a little more screen time than we're thinking, you wouldn't lose those points in comparison to your league mates. But if you're playing the big league, and that's where you're really trying to finish strong against the rest of the world, you probably want to diversify rather than grab people just to have a share. But hey, it's your lineup and it's totally up to you. Thanks for joining us, 602 Row Show, and we will see you next time. Good luck navigating the drama of episode 3 for Joey's season of The Bachelor, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks, guys.